the Gallagher Park, home of Pine Hill Baseball, for another game in this Lynn 2019 City Series Championship Tournament. We're still in the winner's bracket. Wyoma drew a bye. They're playing for the first time. They're playing against West Lynn. West Lynn got a win in their first game against Pine Hill. Pine Hill were the defending champions, winning it in 2018. That's why the games are being played here. The winner of this game will make it to the finals of the winner's bracket and take on Eastland, who defeated Lynn Shore last night. This being Friday, they'll have a game. This being Saturday, they'll have a game today, and then they'll have the home run derby after this game. They'll continue with games through the rest of the week. And they're going to try and beat the heat. They started early. It was a very early Saturday morning, trying to beat the heat that's coming the rest of the day. Supposed to be close to 100. So we found one of the few shady spots here at Pine Hill, thanks to my cameraman, Mama Duba.
Pitching first for the home team of West Lynn will be number 5, Jacob Peterson. At bat first, Wyoma will be number 4, Kyle Doney.
In first strike. This is Kyle Doney, the pitcher, up at bat. Swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hit foul. Jacob Peterson is on the mound for West Lynn. West Lynn Red Sox. Wyoma Marlins. Hit foul again. So this is pitcher against pitcher. Donnie leading off for Wyoma. As I mentioned, they drew a bye, so this is their first game in the tournament. Kyle Donnie hanging around, hitting foul balls, keeping the count 1-2. Just got a piece of that one, reaching for it. That one sails high, and the count evens at 2. Pine Hill, Mrs. Avery, doing a terrific job running this tournament. And the first one to blink is Kyle Donnie as Peterson gets the strikeout, hanging in.
Now batting for Wyoma, number 10, Ben Patrick.
Mrs. Avery does it all. She sets it up, puts the times. She keeps the score. She runs the scoreboard. She announces. Does a terrific job here at Pine Hill, along with her many volunteers. Her husband coached the team that won the City Series last year. He moved on to coach Babe Ruth this year and did a nice job. That pitch went to the backstop, but it caught the corner for a strike. This is Ben Patrick, the second baseman. And swing and miss for strike 3. 2 up, 2 down by swinging strikes.
Now batting number 14, Dylan DeFilippo.
Dylan DeFilippo, the first baseman, will be the hitter. in for a strike. Peterson in a bit of a groove here in the top of the first inning. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Call, third strike. Impressive first inning for Jacob Peterson as he strikes out the side.
Westland number 5, Jacob Peterson, has thrown 15 pitches.
16 pitches. If he keeps that up, he'll be able to go probably into the sixth inning. 85, I believe, is the limit. So an impressive inning. I didn't do it for the Wyoma Marlins. I'll do it when they bat in the seventh inning, but I'll do it for Westland. The catcher, Will Achandi, leads off. Batting second and playing first is Rowan Merriman. Pitching and batting third, Jacob Peterson. The shortstop, Christian Figueroa, bats in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth and playing second base, Victor Contreras. The third baseman, Jeremy Perez, hits number 6. Playing center field and batting seventh, Alex Sullivan. The left fielder, Alexis Perez, hits number 8. And batting ninth and playing right field is Lucas Harvey. Finishing up what's a very long year for these kids. They went through their regular season. Some of them played on the Williamsport tournament team. Westland had a great run in the Williamsport tournament. Kyle Donnie on the mound for Wyoma. Rich Contreras, the head guy for Westland. Coach Patrick for Wyoma. They each have 2 outstanding assistants.
On the mound first for Wyoma, number 4, Kyle Doney. Batting first for Westland is number 4, Will Chandy.
Fishing inside for a ball. I thought she announced somebody different than Will Achandi, the catcher. Hit foul. We're way out in the outfield. They couldn't have made too many changes. They only have 9 players. Call, third strike.
Now batting, Rowan Merriman.
Rowan Merriman pops it up, sliding on his knees, making the catch is Sam Phelps, the shortstop. So 2 quick outs.
Jacob Peterson.
Jacob Peterson, the pitcher, is the hitter. So the Westland Sox won't have to worry about substitutions. Wyoma has to worry about their 3 subs. And I believe with 12, they have to get at least 1 at bat. That one went over the head of Peterson. So we had this in the first inning. The pitcher, Donnie, led off pitcher against pitcher. Now it's Peterson against Donnie, pitcher and pitcher. Mirror image. Hit back to the mound. Donnie makes the easy play. So both pitchers have an easy time in the first inning. Both only faced 3 hitters. We finished an inning here in the semifinal winners bracket of the 2019 City Series. No score. West Lynn, Wyoma. Josh Donnie, the catcher. That's a pretty good bet. Obviously, they have to be brothers. That's not a name like Smith or Jones. So pitcher, catcher, the Donnie family. 4, 5, and 6 for Wyoma as we start the second inning. Missing inside for a ball. Swing and a miss, chase the high pitch. These young kids love that high pitch. Hit off the third baseman, a hard shot. That's a base hit. He almost got caught off the bag. He was going to take the turn, take it in the outfield. The shortstop threw the ball to first base. They almost got him. So it's a base hit. First base runner. Peterson had struck out the side in the first inning. Devin Duvall, the center fielder, is the hitter. In for a strike. The rule here is worrying about stealing bases. You can't leave till the ball reaches home plate. Hit foul. Nice try by the first baseman. Rowan Merriman dove trying to pick it as it went by him. Foul at first base. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So we've had 4 outs so far, and all of them strikeouts. David Palmer, the third baseman, is the hitter. Tries the bunt and misses it off the catcher's glove, and that's going to move the runner down. And they throw it into center field. He's going to go to third. So the error helps Wyoming get a runner in scoring position at third base with 1 out. Donnie took off. The bunt. They throw it away. I don't think they had him anyway. It's going to be a base hit and an RBI. Perfect bunt by Palmer. The late throw went over the first baseman's head. Down the right side. Palmer winds up at second. Donnie scores. And Wyoma has grabbed a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Perfect bunt. He squared a bunt again. They take the pitch for a strike. Colin Newhall. Hit foul out of play. Just wide for a ball. 1-2. Tough assignment for the umpire behind the plate. He's all by himself. Had to duck out of the way of that one, way inside. Count evens at 2. Strike 3 called, another strikeout. That's a big out with the runner in scoring position. Sam Phelps, the shortstop, is the hitter. Low and away for a ball. Newhall and Phelps batting back to back, a name certainly well known in the city. Up and away for a ball. Missing, goes to the backstop. It didn't go, started to go, and then broke very late. Chandy, the catcher, got to it quickly, and Palmer had to hustle back to second base. So 2 errors in the inning have helped Wyoma get a run. In for a strike, taking all the way. Phelps with the count 3-0. Swing and a miss. Peterson comes all the way back to run the count full after being behind 3-0. Strike 3 call. That's a nice job by Peterson. He strikes out 3 more. But Wyoming gets the run on a couple of errors.
After the top of the second inning,
Perfect bunt by Palmer, got the run in.
Peterson has thrown 19 pitches for a total of 34. 3 hits.
6 strikeouts in 2 innings for Peterson, but he's on the short end of a 1-0 score. And we'll move into the bottom half of the second inning. While I got a minute, I want to mention again, my thoughts and my prayers go out to Dougie Mullins. Very good friend. Did an outstanding job coaching the English baseball team this year, making the tournament. Previously, he coached the Legion team, was a very good athlete himself. He's having very difficult health problems. He's a terrific young man. They had a great time for him last night at Tony's. A lot of his friends, family, loved ones showed up to pay their respects. I hope everybody's remembering him in their thoughts and prayers. He's got a tough row ahead of him. We wish him the best, and I pray that he gets through this, gets back on his feet. I don't care whether he ever coaches again. I just want him to get back on his feet and get his life back with his family, relative, friends, and loved ones. We wish Dougie the best. Outstanding young man. Has done an awful lot for young people in the community in the short time he's been with us. And we hope he's going to be with us for a lot longer. So God bless you, Dougie Mullins. Get well, and hope we'll see you back at the ballpark and back getting up and around. Get this monkey off your back. 4, 5, and 6 for West Lynn as we start the second inning. Christian Figueroa, Victor Contreras, Jeremy Perez. I mentioned we found a good shady spot out in the outfield. It left us. We are now in the sun.
Now batting for West Lynn, number 6, Christian Figueroa.
Christian Figueroa, the shortstop, is the hitter. Cal Dorney will start his second inning of work. He's now pitching with a lead as Wyoma got him a run in the bottom of the second, helped out by his brother Josh, who scored the run. Hit into right field. Just over the shoulder of the second baseman. Almost made a nice play. Ben Patrick almost picked that one. Figueroa gets the first hit for West Lynn.
Now batting for West Lynn, number 2, Victor Contreras.
Victor Contreras, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Swings at that high pitch. Hit foul off the catcher. 2 quick strikes. The umpire doing a nice job. That ball went off the catcher, and the umpire walked all the way out to the pitcher, rubbing the ball, handing the ball to the pitcher, giving the catcher a little bit of time to recoup. Nice job by the umpire. I don't have his name. I wish I did. Hit off the first baseman. That play is going to go 3 to 4 to 3. It went off the first baseman's glove. Ben Patrick stayed with it. And then the first baseman, DiFilippo, got back to the bag. And they get the out. Jeremy Perez will be the hitter. Three to 4 to 3 is the out. That's one of those strange plays where the first baseman gets an assist and a putout. Hit foul off the fence that protects the Wyoma dugout. Didn't protect the coaches who were out in front. They had to do a little hop, skip, and a jump to get out of the way. Off the catcher's glove. It's going to move the runner to third. So West Lynn was the tying run at third with 1 out. And that went off the hand or the arm of Josh Donnie, the catcher. And he's grimacing there behind home plate. Donnie battery because Brother Josh stayed in the game. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's a very big strikeout. 2 outs now with a runner at third. And I'm just now realizing it. Kyle Donnie, the pitcher, throws right-handed. Josh Donnie, the catcher, throws left-handed. In for a strike. I don't know if they're twins. Obviously, if they're 12-year-olds, they would be twins, but this is not the All-Stars where everybody would more than likely be 12. You got some 10, 11s out there as the ball's hit foul off the screen. These are the teams that won their league championships. These are not All-Stars. So he does a nice job coming back. Gives up a hit. The runner makes it to third base. The tying run was at third. He strikes out the final 2 hitters. And he holds on, helps Wyoma hold on to that 1-0 lead. It's Wyoma 1, West Lynn 0 at the end of 2. Kyle Furlong, the left fielder, will lead off for Wyoma in the top of the third inning. They're leading 1-0. 9-1-2 for the Marlins of Wyoma. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Good job.
Two quick strikes. Hit the second. Nice job staying down. Victor Contreras did that very well. Stayed down on it, made the play.
Now batting
Over to the first baseman, Merriman. One up, one down in the third. Kyle, I guess it's Donnie. I was saying Donnie. I guess it's Donnie. Kyle Donnie, the pitcher, struck out swinging, leading off the ball game. Hit foul. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That ground out to second was the first out that wasn't a strikeout. Chased that high pitch, and it's 1-2. Peterson had struck out all 6 outs. 3 each, swinging and called. Low for a ball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. He's back in the strikeout groove. 2 up, 2 down. Ben Patrick, the second baseman, he also struck out. That was in the first one. Peterson started and struck out the side. Hit foul off the screen. 2 quick strikes. Strike 3 call. He gets 2 more. His second 1-2-3 inning. But his pitch count is piling up. 8 strikeouts in 3 innings. For Peterson, he's on the short end of a 1-run game. Because on the other side, Kyle Donnie is retired 6 out of 7. And he came up big with the tying run, a third one out. He got 2 big strikeouts to end the second inning. So it'll be 8-9-1 for West Lynn as we start the bottom of the third inning.
At the top of the third inning, Westland's number 5, Jacob Peterson, has thrown 12 pitches for a total of 46. 4, 6.
Jake Tester is the new right fielder. Jake Dismara is the new center fielder. And Kevin Cahill is the new left fielder. Wyoma getting their subs in the game here in the third inning. Alexis Perez, the left fielder, will lead off the bottom of the third. West Lynn need a run to get back in it.
Now batting for West Lynn, number 13, Alexis Perez.
Takes the pitch for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one bounces in. Count goes 1-2. High and tight for a ball. Evens the count at 2. High again. So now he's got to come in with a pitch and put him on. He had him 2 strikes. Call, third strike. Three in a row for Donnie. 2 to end the second, 1 to start the third. Lucas Harvey, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Up and away for a ball. Same place. That wasn't a videotape replay. That was the same pitch. 2-0 the count. Top of the order on deck. 3 straight up and away. Tony doesn't take any time at all. He just rears back and throws it. In for a strike, as you expect. Harvey taken all the way. Donnie trying to come all the way back. The count goes full, 3-2. Misses for ball 4. First walk given up by either pitcher. And it brings up Will Achandi, the catcher.
Now batting for West Lynn, number 4, Will Achandi.
In for a strike. Back to the mound. They get one. They get the important one in the middle. Nice job, Donnie helping himself.
Now batting for West Lynn, number 1, Rowan Merriman.
Go, Row!
Rowan Merriman popped to the shortstop his first time. In for a strike. Line short to left field. It skips past all the way to the fence. That's going to score a run. A line shot by Merriman for a double and RBI, and we got a tie game. 2-out Lightning for West Lynn. That was a line shot. Achandi scored all the way from first base. West Lynn's got themselves back in the game. Swing and a miss. Jacob Peterson, the pitcher, can help himself here with a base hit. He bounced to the pitcher as one trip. Swings and misses at the first 2. Another big strikeout. They leave the go-ahead run at second, but they tie it up. 2 more strikeouts in the inning. 5 for Donnie through 3 innings. But the big line shot, 2-out hit by Merriman, knocks in the tying run. We started this game dead even. We played 3 innings, and we're dead even. West Lynn 1, Wyoma won at the end of 3.
Third inning, number 14, Dylan DeFilippo.
Dylan DeFilippo, the first baseman, he's called out on strikes his first time up. And we're back dead even at the one walk given up in the game. It didn't score the run, but it helped prolong the inning and allow Merriman to hit. And he took advantage with that rip to left field for a double and an RBI. Popped up, it's going to go out of play over the Westland dugout. Solid shot to shortstop. Nice play on both ends. Figueroa with a very nice play. Picked it, and a nice play at Merriman with the stretch. Stretched out, picked it before it hit the dirt. That's a nice play all the way around. They throw DeFilippo out. So Figueroa and Merriman combining for the out, doing it very nicely. Josh Donnie, he got a base hit. When the ball popped off the catcher's glove right in front of him, he took off and stole second base. They threw it down and went into the outfield for an error, putting him at third. He scored on the perfect bunt by Palmer, and at the time gave Wyoma a 1-0 lead. Westland came back to tie it in the bottom of the third. Nice to see him back after he got hurt, and he gets another base hit into center field. So he's 2 for 2. Let's see if he can work his magic again. Jake Dismara up for the first time. Gets the bunt down, and they throw it away. They go small ball. He gets a base hit. The runner goes to second on the hit, and they go to third on the error. That's basically what they did before. Palmer's bunt scored the run. This time a perfect bunt. And that was Duvall, the center fielder, who went back in the game. So first and third, a little huddle on the mound, coaching players. So Donnie again getting it started. Wyoming is on the verge of breaking a tie. He's looking to score his second run. He's at third base. First and third, 1 out. This is David Palmer. He laid down a perfect bunt down the third base line before with Donnie at third and got the RBI. In for a strike. Out at third base. The runner at third got off the bag. I thought he called him out. He called him safe. I thought the umpire was emphatic with an out sign, but he wasn't. Another perfect bunt. They throw it away. Palmer does it again. Doesn't get the RBI. Palmer's 2 for 2 with 2 perfect bunts. One on the third base line, one on the first base line. In for a strike. So Wyoma gets the lead back. Going small ball. 2 quick strikes.
Come on, Jake. You got it.
Jake Tester is the hitter. Takes it high for a ball.
Come on, Jake. It's you.
Hit foul. Count stays 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Two outs. Johnny trying to keep it a 1-run game. Second and third, 2 outs now. Sam Phelps, the shortstop, was called out on strikes. I didn't see the right arm come up, but board says that was a strike. Chase, that pitch was way over his head. Jump foul. Wyoma one swing of the bat from putting a little bit of daylight between them and West Lynn. Peterson 1 strikeout and 1 strike away from getting out of it. Nice stop by the catcher at Chandy. Strike 3. They have to tag him out. It used to be you're automatically out. You couldn't run if the ball was dropped. They changed that rule a while ago. So 2 more strikeouts with a runner at third. Well, once again, Dwani helps his brother out, gets the base hit. They use small ball. Palmer gets the bunt down. They had the runner picked off at third. They threw it away at home. 2 errors in the inning allows Wyoma to get the lead back. 3 hits, 2 of them bunts.
After the top of the 4th inning, Westland's number 5, Jacob Peterson, threw 18 pitches for a total of 64. 6-4.
4 errors in a game for Wyoma is cost them. Westland, has cost them. And now they have to fight back again. Wyoma's got their 1-run lead back. Donnie again will take the mound with a lead. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Westland in the bottom of the 4th inning. The winner will stay in the winner's bracket and take on the Eastland team in the winner's bracket final. The loser will drop into the loser's bracket. And they'll wait to see who they play, whether it will be Lynn Shore or Pine Hill. They'll be playing each other in the first of the losers bracket games. Christian Figueroa got a base hit his first time up, made it to third base. But then Donnie struck out the last 2 hitters to leave him at third. At the time, Wyoma was leading 1-0. Westland tied it up, and now Wyoma again grabs a 1-run lead.
Now batting for Westland, number 6, Christian Figueroa.
One the count. Here goes the shortstop. He made one very nice defensive play. Popped up behind second base. It's going to drop for a base hit. Figueroa's got his second hit. Westland has the tying run on with nobody out.
Now batting for Westland.
Victor Contreras,
Victor Contreras.
one of those wacky outs. He hit a ground ball to first base, off the first baseman, Merriman. Off the second baseman, DiFilippo. It deflected to the second baseman, Patrick, and DiFilippo got back to the bag and made the putout. So we got an assist and a putout on the same play. Swing and a miss. The runner takes off for second base, and he's out. Perfect throw by Donnie, and a very nice tag by the shortstop, Phelps. Got a little late jump. Donnie made a perfect throw. And Contreras takes a call, third strike. 2 quick outs in the fourth. Jeremy Perez is the hitter. Up and away for a ball. In for a strike. Two quick strikes, 1 and 2. Foul, and that got the catcher again. Donnie is taking a beating behind home plate. He's okay again. This time he took it off the leg or the knee. He's taking a beating back there. Wide for a ball. And we got our first deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Wyoma leading 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 more strikeouts for Donnie. His brother gets a chance to ease a little bit that leg. He's really taking a beating back there. We finished 4. Wyoma holding on to a skinny 1-run lead. It's Wyoma 2, Westland 1 at the end of 4. Kyle Furlong.
Now batting for Wyoma, number 1.
Oh, excuse me. It's Kevin Cale who went in for Furlong. I was about to say Furlong would be up for the second time and both times leading off, but this is the second time that Wyoma will have the 9th hitter leading off the inning. And looked to bunt, and the pitch was wide, but they said he offered, so it's strike 1. Wyoma likes that small ball. Swing and a miss. Call third strike. Pearson surely got that strike pitch working.
Now batting for Wyoma, number 4, Kyle Doney.
13 outs, 11 of them strikeouts. Kyle Doney, the pitcher, has struck out twice, both times swinging. Hit foul, out of play. Over into those trees, we could probably find a ton of baseballs. Nobody dares to go over there because supposedly there's all poison ivy over there. Quickly, 1-2 as the ball catches the corner. Good pitch by Peterson. Wide for a ball. Count evens at 2. Wide again, 3-2. Chase the high pitch for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Now batting for Wyoma, number 10, Ben Patrick.
Ben Patrick has struck out twice, swinging and called. Way high for a ball. Peterson's closing in on his 85 pitches. Up and in for a ball. High for ball 3. And it doesn't help that pitch count. In for a strike, 3-1. Trying to come all the way back here. And that's ball 4. First walk given up by Peterson.
Now batting for Wyoma, number 14, Dylan DeFilippo.
Dylan DeFilippo got hit by the pitch. So after 2 outs, a walk and a hit batsman. And that brings a trip out to the mound. He hasn't reached the pitch count yet. But we got a discussion on the mound. Josh Dorney is the hitter. He's been the difference in the game. Singleton scored in the second, Singleton scored in the fourth. And when you consider that Wyoma was leading 2-1, you can see how important he's been. He's also made a big play throwing a runner out, trying to steal second base. And he's also got crunched twice on the hand and the leg. They may be trying to figure out a way to pitch to him. 12 strikeouts in 5 innings for Peterson. And he's on the short end of a 2-1 score, and they stay with him. Oh, depending what he does with this hitter,
11, Josh Doney.
this could be his last inning, or he might get a pitch or 2 in the 6th inning. Hit out of play, off to the left field side. Line shot going the other way, foul. 0-2. What you don't want to do with this young man is put the ball on the outside part of the plate. You'd like to put it in on his hands if you could. He's looking for his 3rd hit. Nice stop by the catcher, Achandi. Hit in the center field for a base hit. He does it again. 2-out Lightning.
guys.
3 for 3. He's accounted for all 3 runs, scoring 2, knocking in 1. Chased that high pitch way over his head.
Now batting for Wyoma, number 5, Kevin Duvall.
Devin DeBall was a strikeout victim. Hit the third, foul ball. Perez made the right play, stepping on the third base bag. Would have been a force, but the ball kicked out foul just as it got to the third base bag. Off the catcher's glove. By the time they realized the runner at second didn't go.
Come on, Jake.
1-2 the count.
Good job.
And he strikes out the side for the third time.
Come on, Wesley.
But in doing so, he gives up another run. A big 2-out hit by brother Josh Donnie. The walk and the hit batsman create the run off the hit by Donnie.
After the top of the 5th inning, Westland's number 5, Jacob Peterson, will retire the game at 87 pitches. 8-7.
So Peterson went over the limit of 87. He's done for the game. They'll have to have a new pitcher in the 6th inning. So it was errors helping out with the first 2 runs. Now it's a walk and a hit batsman. Extending the inning for Donnie. He comes through with his 3rd hit. And now brother Kyle Donnie now has an extra run to work with as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. So Peterson goes 5, gives up the 3 runs. Only 1 was earned. Errors for the first, errors for the second. And he hurt himself with a walk and a hit batsman. So 1/2 of the Donnie family on the mound doing an outstanding job. The other half behind the plate taking care of the offense, giving his brother 3 runs to work with. So Coach Donnie must be very happy. He's one of the coaches for Coach Patrick. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be the bottom 3 for West Lynn. This score 3-1 is the score that they beat Pine Hill by. They're trying to stay in the winners bracket. Get to play East Lynn. Alex Sullivan, the center fielder, struck out.
Now batting for Westland, number 8, Alex Sullivan.
Go, boy.
Come on, Alex.
Hit the second base. Takes a nice hop. Ben Patrick said thank you for that hop. Popped up into his lap. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That helps when you
Now batting
trying to stay under a pitch count.
14,
And
Alexis Perez.
Donnie is well under the pitch count. Swing and a miss. Alexis Perez struck out. Takes the pitch for strike 2. Nice stop by the catcher, Donnie. Call, third strike, took it again.
Now batting for Westland, number 14, Lucas Hart.
8 strikeouts for Kyle Donnie. Lucas Harvey drew a walk. As he swings and misses at the first pitch, he's the right fielder. In for strike 1 and 2. Up and away for a ball. Strike 3 called. 4th straight inning out of 5 that he has struck out 2. If you count the throw out at second base on the steal, he's had 2 straight 1, 2, 3 innings. So Westland is now down to the last 3 outs. They'll have the top of the order coming up in the 6th, but they've got a 2-run deficit to make up, as it's Wyoma 3, Westland 1 at the end of 5. First pitch in the 6th inning to David Palmer is fouled. First time he's taken a full swing. He's been up twice. He's bunted twice for base hits. First bunt got him an RBI. He hits in the right field for a base hit. He doesn't have to bunt all the time. He's 3 for 3. 7 hits for Wyoma. Josh Donnie and David Palmer have 6 of them.
Now batting for Wyoma, number 9, Colin Newhall.
Jeremy Perez, I mentioned, is the new pitcher. Tried to bunt. The pitch was way inside. He tried to bunt it anyway. This is Colin Newhall back in the game. Nice stop by the catcher, Achandi. Way up inside, over the head, off the catcher's glove. Palmer will go to second base on the wild pitch and almost hit Newhall in the head. Hit right to the second base bag. Can't make the play. Newhall gets an infield hit. Picked the perfect spot, hit it right to the second base bag. Figueroa made an attempt. Nice pick by Merriman at first base to save that ball being thrown away. Sam Phelps is the hitter. The runner takes off. They didn't throw the ball down. They threw it to the shortstop. So Newhall takes second base. So Wyoma trying to add to that 3-1 lead. They have second and third and nobody out. Hit over the shortstop's head for a base hit. They hold the runner at third. So the bottom of the order coming through. Phelps gets a big base hit. He gets an RBI. Palmer scores.
Number 2, Kyle Furlong.
Kyle Furlong is the hitter. Swing and a miss, and there's Phelps going to second base. So it's second, third again with nobody out. Chased that high pitch and swung right through it.
Come on, Jeremy. Let's go, Jeremy. One more.
Swing and a miss for strike three.
Go, Jeremy. Come on, Jeremy. Let's go.
Top of the order.
Wyoma, number 4, Kyle Doney.
Kyle Doney, the pitcher. He's facing Perez for the first time. He has struck out 3 times, but he's pitched a terrific game. That one bounces, nobody's going anywhere. 2-0. In for a strike. Donnie backing away, but it was on the inside corner. Waves at that pitch that was down and away. And it's 2-2.
Come on, Jeremy. One more.
Back under that one, off the catcher's glove, nobody going anywhere. Not much room behind home plate. It has to bounce down the first to third base line a few feet for anybody to try and score.
Yeah.
They threw the ball home. The runner gets safely back to third base. It's an infield hit for Donnie. Figueroa was going to go to first with it and realized that the runner at third didn't go. And he threw it home. They had him hooked up, but they let him go all the way back to third. So the bases are loaded with 1 out.
Okay, guys. Come on.
In for a strike. That's after he struck out twice. He walked and scored his last time. They stop again. Chandy doing a nice job behind the plate. I just hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Will Achandi? Or Achandi? Swing and a miss. Now they called a foul ball.
Come on, Ben.
1 ball, 2 strikes. To the Wyoma second baseman. Swings through the high pitch for strike 3. Perez trying to keep the damage to a minimum.
Wyoma, number 14.
1 run in, but the bases are still loaded. Dylan DiFilippo
Dylan.
called on strikes. Hit a shot that the shortstop Figueroa made a great play on, and then Merriman made a nice play digging the low throw at first base to get him out. Last time up, he got hit by a pitch, and it turned out big. It moved a runner over, and that runner scored on a base hit by Donnie. Lined in the right field for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. A solid shot by DiFilippo. And Wyoma was blowing this one open here. They had 3 runs coming into the inning. They got 3 runs in the inning. And it may not be over because Josh Donnie
Wyoma, number 11.
is the hitter. He's 3 for 3. Scored 2 and knocked in a run. I'm not sure why they don't walk him. I figured DiFilippo would steal second and out, and they would automatically walk Donnie. He didn't steal. So they're pitching to Donnie. Bats left, throws left. Another solid shot. Just barely getting to third base on the play is DiFilippo. Donnie has got his 4th hit, his 2nd RBI.
Now batting Wyoma, number 5, Devin Duval.
Devin Duval will be the 9th hitter in the inning. So Peterson went over his pitch limit through 5 innings. They had to bring Perez in, and Peterson pitched very well, but they had to take him out. Wide for ball 2. And Perez has thrown a few pitches in this inning as well. Touchdown to first baseline. Merriman will make the play by himself. So a very big inning for Wyoma. They sent 9 hitters. Everybody hits. 4 of them score.
Up to the top of the 6th inning.
And West Lynn is going to need a miracle in the bottom of the 6th inning as it's 7-1 Wyoma going into the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order for West Lynn, but they need a miracle. They're down 6. In for a strike.
Now batting for West Lynn, number 4.
Well, Donnie comfortably under the pitch count. He'll easily be able to finish this inning unless West Lynn really goes crazy. Very nice play by the third baseman. David Palmer, who's got 3 hits, an RBI, and a run scored in the game. If that goes to shortstop, it might be a base hit. He cut in front of the shortstop, picked it, and he throws a Chandy out for the first out. In for a strike. Rowan Merriman popped the shot, doubled in the 1 run that at the time tied the game up. Hit a solid shot to left field to the fence. One, 2 the count. West Lynn fans didn't like that call. Hit high in the air to center field. Devin Duval goes over and makes the one-handed catch.
Now batting for West Lynn, number 5, Jacob Peterson.
If you count the runner being thrown out at second base on a steal, Donnie has retired. Nine in a row. Hit off the second baseman. Peterson will reach on the error. That'll extend the inning. That's the first error
For West Lynn, number 6.
by Wyoma. They played well defensively. Christian Figueroa is perfect. He's got 2 hits and 2 trips. In for a strike. He was the runner that got thrown out by the catcher, Donnie, trying to steal. Hit to short. They flip it, and they can't make the play at second base. So back-to-back errors put 2 on. Phelps could have made the play himself. He wanted to flip it to Patrick. Patrick might have been surprised he flipped it to him because he couldn't make the catch. Contreras is grounded out and struck out. West Lynn down to their last out. Pop in a right field for a base hit. They throw it home and they got him hooked up and they tag him out. They needed more than 1 run. Base runner took a wide turn. They got the ball home quickly, and they tried to get back to the bag and couldn't. He's out at third base, and that ends the ball game. So Wyoma will stay in the winner's bracket. It gets down to the finals of the winner's bracket, and that will be Wyoma and East Lynn. West Lynn will drop down into the loser's bracket, along with Pine Hill and Lynn Shore. Wyoma got on the board in the second inning. Donnie led with a base hit. The ball off the catcher's glove in front of him. He stole second when they threw the ball in the center field. He went to third. Palmer put down a perfect bunt, scored the run to make it 1-0. In the third, West Lynn got it back. A walk, a fielder's choice, put Achandi at first base. Merriman ripped a double into left field. Achandi scored from first to make it 1-1, and that was as close as West Lynn would get. Getting the lead back in the fourth. Again, it was Donnie again. He got a base hit. Went to second on Duval's base hit. Actually, on Tester's base hit. Palmer laid down another bunt. He beat it out. They threw the ball away. Donnie went to third. Then they threw the ball away again. Donnie wound up scoring. That made it 2-1. That's all they really needed, but they got another run in the fifth. After 2 outs, Patrick threw a walk. DiFilippo got hit, and Donnie did it again, getting an RBI hit, making it 3-1. And then in the fourth inning, Phelps got an RBI hit. DiFilippo got 2 RBI with a single, and Donnie got another RBI with a double. They put 4 on the board, making it 7-1, and that was the final score. Donnie, the pitcher, goes 6, gives up the 1 run that was earned. Only 4 base hits, walked 1. Struck out 9, pitched an outstanding game. So the Donnie family had both ends, offense and defense, and they got it done. For West Lynn, Achandi did a great job behind the plate, and he scored the 1 run. Merriman had an RBI double. Figueroa had 2 base hits, was on base 3 times, and that was it for West Lynn. On the other side, Cal Donnie had a base hit, scored a run. Patrick threw a walk, scored a run. DiFilippo played a very nice play at shortstop. He also got hit by a pitch, got a 2 RBI single. Josh Donnie was the hitting star of the game. He had 4 base hits, knocked in 2, scored 2. Devin Duval, Jake Testa had a base hit. David Palmer had 3 base hits. 2 of them were bunts. He knocked in a run, scored a run. Colin Newhall had a base hit, scored a run. Sam Phelps had a base hit, knocking in a run, scored a run. And everybody getting the act for Wyoma. Donnie, well under the pitch count, got it done. And West Lynn will drop into the loser's bracket. Wyoma will stay perfect They'll take on East Lynn in the final of the winners bracket of the 2019 City Series, as it's Wyoma 7, West Lynn 1. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.